Welcome back to this YouTube channel. My name is Canary and these are the series where we teach you about finances, your finances. Today, we're going to be talking about building a legacy. We're talking about profit with a purpose. And here with me, as usual, is Jonakee Holdings, who is the president of the Moneylenders Association of Uganda. Welcome back yet once again.
Thank you, Canary, for having me here.
All right. So can you describe Jonakee Holdings' vision of combining profit and purpose? How do these two elements work together in your business model?
Profit and purpose, how do they work together? One is that it is very, very fulfilling to actually have a purpose because it's what almost everyone lives for. But in the event that there is no profit to finance the purpose, sometimes the purpose gets ruined or even diverted, or someone with money can actually divert your purpose and you shift it to another gear. So what happens is that we are blessed, we are chanced as Jonakee Holdings to have a purpose, but also have what it is that we can fill the purpose with, which is a profit. So to me, I think that there's a sync or there's a nexus, symbiotic relationship between purpose and profits. So profits from Jonakee Holdings Ltd finance our purpose beyond money in Jonakee Foundation. So that nexus really cuts it for us as staff, as CEO, and as owners of Jonakee Holdings Ltd.
What steps is Jonakee Holdings taking to ensure that there is sustainability or sustainability remains at the core of the business?
The steps we're taking is that for as long as we are still existent as Jonakee Holdings Ltd and turning profit, definitely the Jonakee Foundation still stands. And any other corporate social responsibilities that we actually get to participate in, all the social supports that we actually get to support still get supported. Why? Because it's from Jonakee Holdings Ltd, the profits from Jonakee Holdings Ltd, that you can actually fuel or support some of these activities. You've seen some people where it starts a charity or a foundation entirely depending on any handouts or any support that would come from out. But the ideal is such that you, the owner of the purpose, you, the owner of the foundation, you, the owner of the charity, the calling of that charity, you actually should have something to start with. That in the event even the people who are supporting your purpose or your cause at that time pull out, you can actually sustainably run it. You can imagine if you have children you've been sponsoring through a particular donor and the donor pulls out. You've heard of USAID pulling out. So you can imagine a number of projects that have been running in Uganda entirely supported by USAID and now they pulled out. You have rent to pay, you have staff to pay for, you have a number of things to coordinate, and alas, these guys have pulled out. So I must say that Jonakee Foundation is supported by Jonakee Holdings, and it's a good nexus before we think about any other outside partner or something like that.
Is your purpose shared by the other branches that you've been able to open up, let's say in other countries like Zambia?
Absolutely, because it's what we live for. Canary, even the franchising that we're working on, one of the requirements for someone to actually have a franchise is that he should have a particular portion of the profits that is meant to actually channel to a foundation or something like that. You could have your own cause or probably your own vision that you're called for, but at a certain point, there has to be that hand. Why? Because there's life beyond money, there's life beyond profit. So yes, even for the Lusaka branch that we have, it still actually speaks to the same thing because we apply profit first to all our branches.
Let's talk about innovation. What role does innovation play in making sure that your business is sustainable?
Innovations, just like I shared, I think prior, is that we are looking beyond handouts and we're getting innovative with how we are supporting. We are not supporting in a way that, you've seen some supports just because Chiteze has blown out, which is a good thing. You run there and support. Because we also have such activities that we participate in. We've done Sanyu Baby's Home, we've done Cancer Institute in Mulago, we've done a number of other activities. But our core and the innovative that we're looking at is that support someone to graduate them from the point they are at, that even they reach a moment where they will not need you.
Right, but that is for the foundation. But what about for the business? What innovations have you onboarded to help you run the business?
Research shows that on average, a person spends about 6 to 8 hours on phone per day. It's actually getting tight as we move forward. TikTok, social media, and all that. So you're saying, look, we are transitioning our services from the manual, you have to move here, paperwork, to online applications. So the innovation that we've done is that we want to make it comfortable for our clients. So as and when you need money, you can actually get on our system, apply, screen through, and then you reach a moment of getting the money. For return clients, we've actually served clients who can actually be out of the country. Someone is out of the country, probably like in China, and they have a consignment that is at the border that has to be cleared. URA has told them they have to pay probably $15,000, and they just apply online, especially return clients, and the money is on their account, and then they actually clear consignment when they're not even in the country. So I must say that as things get to move, people want service at their comfort. And as Jonakee, it's where we are going, it's where we are targeting, it's what we are doing right now.
In the next 5 to 10 years, in terms of the role that Jonakee is playing in the money lending business, how do you see it, turning around things in the industry?
We want 3 to 5 years from now, we want to change the narrative because money lending has had such not a very good name and tainted by a few people who do it differently. But I think that as Jonakee, plus several other companies that are doing it right, want to change the narrative of lending. We want to show that beyond lending the money, actually, we do several other things. But also, too, we want to show that beyond giving you money, we are interested in your growth. That's why even when you're getting money, we tend to assess you with that in mind, with an advice. As a matter of fact, I've actually launched, it was launched in 2020, a channel that educates on finances, financial support, financial wisdom, how you can manage your finances. So beyond giving money, we actually do financial literacy to the person who is accessing the money, which I think is unique. So 3 to 5 years from now, I'm looking at the point when people, our clients coming to access the money, already have an idea or a concrete idea of what it is they're going to use the money for, and they commit that money for that particular cause because they know the benefits. Some people divert the money because they do not know that if they invest in this business, as they applied the loan for, then ultimately the business can actually get support several other activities, including the buying the vehicles that they want to divert the money for. Some people do some things because they don't have the ultimate information that can actually show them a longer term picture, and then they consider in the short term and eventually fail to afford the loans they've got, and before you know it, the businesses are closing.
What advice would you give young entrepreneurs who are passionate about building businesses in money lending, but to have profit and purpose at the core?
Young entrepreneurs, one is advice that you should love it. You should actually love what it is that you want to do. If it is lending, don't come. I've seen some guys that have come for my mentorship classes, and the guy tells, you know what, Jonan, I want to amass as much money as possible. I want to get those guys who are failing to pay up using their buildings. I get to those buildings. Now, with the person coming with such a mindset, some of them might say, you know what, I'm sorry, I cannot take you on. Because the intention is not good. So I'd think that the young people or the young minds that's coming on board is one, getting money takes time. Business to grow takes time. So we have to actually be patient with our time, give business time to grow, but also two, look at it beyond money. Time is going to come when you have the money, then what? And that's how your actual purpose comes out. So if the business is doing very well, then you can actually fund the purpose that you have at heart, because someone else will not fund your purpose. As over 60% of the people actually do things that they're not comfortable with, or probably that is not synced or in line with the purpose with which they live for. So you can imagine if I have to live the 70 years or 80 years or 100 years on this earth, and I've not touched a single bit of the purpose that I have on my heart, of the things that I'm meant to do. But with the business, I think for the young entrepreneurs, look at it, the business to give you the money to actually fund your purpose, because then that's when you'll have lived.
Jonan, always a pleasure.
Pleasure, Canary.
Thank you.
Glad to be here.
Catch you guys next week.